Hello everyone, it's me Sarah. Welcome to my channel, A Curious Cuttlefish, and today's podcast, episode 26. Hello all, welcome to my podcast. It is a day late, but I am feeling so much better than I was feeling last week, so very thankful for that. Let me show you guys the things that I've been working on. Thank you to everyone who was so patient with me last week with getting my podcast up late, and just all the prayers and thoughtful comments and everything. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, let's just jump in and I'll show you guys what I've been working on. So I had a basket that was in progress, and of course I said I would take a picture of it when it was done before I had given it away this weekend. And what did I do? I gave it away and I did not take a picture of it. So I finished the basket, but alas, I have no photo to show you guys. So that would have been in the stack of items that I finished, but it just didn't quite make it in there because I didn't take a picture of it. And now I think Mr. Cuttlefish is trying to talk to me. I'll get to him later. Sorry for the background noise. But other things I have been working on, I have been knitting a bit. Knitting lots of hats. I think I showed this one in progress a week or two ago, so I finished this. This was using Red Heart gumdrop yarn. I still have a little bit of it left, and I think I'm going to make a headband out of it. So there's that one. I would like to make a little pom-pom to put on top of this one. So, I say would like, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, so this might actually just be how this hat stays. So I did that. I also knit this one here, which is quite a bit larger. I have a very small head, and I'm realizing that I need to make larger than my head size if I want to give these away to other people. So this one is a lot longer than the previous one I showed you, so this would be like a slouchy hat, a slouchy beanie. And this was done with Yarn Bees, is it Denim in Color? Colored Denim? Something like that. It is a cotton acrylic blend, and I really like this yarn. I am knitting socks out of it, but for some reason sock knitting is taking me a while. I really enjoy it, but I'm not that far on that project. This one worked up a lot faster, so there's my second knit hat for this past week. I also made an ebbing tide shawlette out of a Yarn Bee sugar wheel that was also given away this weekend, and did not get pictures of. So here we go, two projects that you guys don't get to see. Here is a little triangle scarf, and it's coming out way more blue than it actually is. So there is no pattern for this really. I use the same edging, slightly, very close to the same edging that I used on my Ebbing Tides shawlette pattern. This is just a triangle scarf though. I used one cake of Hirschner's, I think it's called Petite Pastry or Pastry Puff, and it's just enough to make a nice little triangle scarf. It's not enough to do, say, like a little shawlette, but I think this cake was only 250 yards or 260, somewhere around there. It wasn't a very big cake, but it was just enough to make a nice little triangle scarf. So I am very happy with how this turned out. This is a very easy and straightforward pattern, so I am thinking about doing a tutorial on this one if you want a fast and easy Christmas gift, because I know Christmas is coming up, and this only uses one cake of yarn. So I did the same. I used one sugar wheel to make this as well, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really following a pattern per se, but they both turned out the same. So maybe I'll do a quick video tutorial with that. It's a fairly simple pattern. So this was the triangle scarf that I made. Very simple. There's just 3 rows of that eyelet, and then the rest is just straight double crochet to make this nice shape. So there's this one. So worked on that. And then my current work in progress, my current whip, was this one that I thought I would finish this weekend, but, you know, didn't quite get to finishing it. I made progress on it, but I have this pattern memorized now, guys. Another Eugenia shawl. So I have my first little section here, and I'm gonna add one more and then the border. So I think I have another 3 rows of this section, this more lacy section. Then I do this portion, and then I can add on the edging. And this is using a Yarn Bee Luxe Lolly, one of those, it was the clearance at Hobby Lobby. So this is my current work in progress. If there is background noise, Rocco is snoring quite soundly behind my camera right now. So that's what that noise is. And yeah, so that is my current projects. I have a project that I really want to start, and I'm going to be using some of that green yarn that I got from my what's it? It's not Premiere. Yarnspirations. The Yarnspirations mystery bags that I got a few weeks ago. I got a lot of green, and so I found a pattern that I really want to start. I just haven't sat down to start said pattern yet, so you guys will see what that is next week. I'm hoping to start it this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the whole thing. It's a big pattern, but I did get a lot of yarn, so that might be really fun to test out. So hoping to start a new pattern with that. Those are all my completed objects. That's my newest work in progress. It should be done by next week when I have time to sit and crochet, which won't be today. I have a yarn review video that still needs to be edited. So getting to that, and the goal, because I am learning now that saying I'm going to do things and then not really scheduling in time for them doesn't always work. The goal is to release my spider web shawl before Halloween, or maybe even on Halloween, because that would be kind of fun, right? So I will be doing a tutorial for that and showing you guys that pattern. The goal is this week. I'm going to try to be realistic. So that is my plans for this week. I also have been saving, I'm going to show you guys. I have been saving, and there's a glare now because of my window. I have been saving red onion skins for quite some time now. I don't know how much is needed to dye yarn with, but I'm thinking once this container is full, I only have a little bit more to go, so maybe next week, my family, Mr. Cuttlefish and I, we go through a lot of onions. So, I've been collecting, and some of my friends have been giving me the skins. So hopefully I'll be able to do some natural dyeing next week with using this. I would like to try to start the dyeing process over the weekend, so next Wednesday, you guys, I can show you how this turns out and maybe try to find some other natural dyes that I could use. I really want to do another fall colorway to put in my Etsy shop and have a Christmas colorway. I got some sock weight yarn to dye, so I'm excited to try those and see how that goes. But I believe that is all I have for you guys today. Hoping to have more videos being released, even just chatting with you guys about some yarn pattern ideas, or I don't know. I'm sure there's things I can make videos of and talk about. My brain is just completely blank right now. So, but as you can probably see and tell, I am much more back to my usual self. I am not as tired, sidetracked, fatigued. It's great. Also had a very refreshing weekend, had a nice little chance to get away, be with some of the women from my church. We had a women's retreat, a little summit, where we just had a weekend to spend together and spend time, learn, enjoy each other's company. We went to some local hot springs. They're about 2 hours away, so it was really nice to just chat and have time with other ladies. Really neat to see how creative people are. We had some items that people handmade and gave that weekend to each other, and so I love seeing things that people make. I love seeing creativity. It's very inspiring to try to create new things. Part of the reason why I so enjoy YouTube and watching fellow podcasters, seeing the things that they make, so I can get an idea for projects that I can try. So that's a little bit about my past week. This past weekend was really fun. I got to spend time with some friends that I know of and see but don't always have very intentional conversation with, and it's great to always have deeper than surface level, hey, how you're doing, how's work type conversations. So always fun. Anyways, I hope that you all are having a wonderful week. My podcast is a day late, but so much better to wait and not feel rushed or stressed or crammed about putting these things up, right? So I am going to get this video up and start replying to the comments on my last week's podcast. Look forward to hearing from you guys this week, and will be replying much more swifter this time than last. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.